have.
That would be easier, but the offensive coordinator you have, remember where he came from, Boise.
Yeah.
He's a Boise State kid. The offensive coordinator you have, you're going to be the first. You're going to be a throw it around. I don't
Mm.
think Dak's going to throw it around uh, uh, 58 times, but he's going to have excuse me, sorry, he's going to have about 30 to 35 attempts a game. They're going to be like a dink and dunk. Sometimes hitting big plays. Throw it around 5 yards. That'd be a run game. And like I'm saying, I expect Zeke to have. I don't know if anybody may like this or not. I wouldn't too happy, but it's probably going to be what it is. Expect him to be like a 20-touch guy, maybe 15 runs, 5 pass attempts.
Is that enough?
You throwing what's their backup? What's their backup?
Oh,
Tony Pollard.
EA's
Tony Pollard. He'll probably get the other 5 run attempts and maybe 5 pass attempts. Yeah, I hear what you say, Walt, but hey, that was Jared. Listen, this day and age, you don't pay running backs that kind of money.
Don't let you say that.
Hey, you don't pay. Listen, you don't pay running backs that kind of money. You just don't. As great as Zeke is, you just don't pay running backs that kind of money because the game is fashioning away from running backs. You can get those guys in the second round, late first round. The guy Pittsburgh picked up, drafted, kid out of Alabama.
Yeah,
he's probably going to be rookie of the year, and he was drafted almost late, almost close to the second round.
Yeah.
The kid that got hurt in Jacksonville from Clemson.
Travis Etienne.
Even though I wouldn't have picked them that as far as the Jacksonville concerned, they needed more stuff, but that's where you pick running backs. You don't pick them. Maybe that's the last time you'll see, unless you see some kind of special running back. But you don't draft running backs anymore in the top 5. You just don't.
No, you don't. It's the Saquon Barkley probably is gonna be the last one, really.
But yeah, Saquon be the last, and he's coming off a ACL. They don't last. You nowadays it's running back by committee. You'll never see again like the Emmitt Smiths and Barry Sanders of the world.
And I will say this, maybe in the future, because the NFL does go through phases where they go from one philosophy to the other. So I understand it might change. And yes, you will get like a historical running back like a Zeke or Saquon Barkley that might justify it. But overall, you just don't pay these running backs anymore. They can go get another one in the second or third round that will put up the same production number. It sucks. I like Zeke. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I do too. I love him. Think of this, guys. Think of this, guys.
You've never liked Zeke.
If you didn't pay Zeke, you may still would have been able to have your cornerback. What's the dude that's in Miami now?
Byron Jones.
Byron Jones.
No. We don't want Byron Jones because he doesn't get interceptions. That's why he's not here.
Hey, no,
right,
Walt,
Billy?
stop
Right,
it.
Billy?
Stop it, Walt. Hey, I don't think Byron Jones get burnt like a piece of toast like Anthony Brown does on that stutter step.
I agree with you, bro.
He does not get beat like that.
I wanted Byron Jones here. I wanted Byron Jones here, but Cowboys Nation, why doesn't this guy get interceptions? I don't understand why he's here. He's back there. He does, and I'm like, dude, this guy sticks with his guys, knocks balls down.
Okay. I thought you were going somewhere else with it. Yeah, okay.
Guys.
He does his Walt thing.
He did his job.
Well,
he did his job.
The problem is this, man. When it comes to fans and people who watch it, they look at positions and they feel like you're not doing your job unless you're doing. As a corner, it's not enough to just stop the receiver from catching the ball, which is the ultimate goal. You're not getting any turnovers.
To Billy's point, guess what? They're already doing it with Tank. Tank didn't have any sacks.
So he's not good anymore.
He's not good anymore. He's not playing. He's
Tank had a good game tonight. He had a good overall game tonight.
He did, but he had one play where I don't know why, but they asked him to cover Gronkowski, and I was like,
that's play calling. That's not him.
I know.
He has to run.
You see this guy right here in the top right corner? That's the face of Cowboys Nation right there. You see that right there?
No, I'm not.
He did everything right, but he let Gronkowski score. Wasn't even his fault. Gronkowski scored.
Listen, I'm blessed I'm blessed so far that, our interactions, on our show on BFB every Tuesday and Thursday on Dallas on Air, and some of the interactions I have on 1310 The Ticket. But
Good
Nice
plug.
plug there. Nice plug. Yeah.
no, I love we have smart football fans, because I guarantee you
No, we
right
don't.
now that, there's guys probably calling on to that flagship, and they're probably going to be like, well, we lost because Dak sucks and we throw the football
We're a good
around. And
station.
back in my day, Tom Landry didn't do that. We got Daniel Don. And Daniel Don, he was the greatest ever.
Tell them guys they wasn't even live when Tom Landry was coaching. Probably half of them.
I'm telling you, there are a lot of dumb Cowboy fans out there. They are. They really are.
But like I said, I wanted to go back to Byron Jones' point. Listen, listen, just as long as you got a good, stable shutdown, and then he was a shutdown coach, you don't have to get picked. Listen, and not everybody's gonna be Deion Sanders,
Right?
Or not everybody's gonna be Ramsey.
There's only one of those guys.
Yeah, Reavers. There's only one. Those are one of generational type players that are ball hawks. You know what I'm saying? There's only one Ed Reed that comes around. Those guys don't come. So when you have a good and decent, which what Byron Jones was, you keep them, because now look what the situation is. They had to draft it. They had drafted corner last year, which they did draft, but you still are stuck with the same situation you've been stuck with. You have a bad secondary.
Yeah.
And this is a passing league.
Yeah.
It is a passing league. It's not a running league anymore. It's a passing league. Every coordinator now wants to run. But even, by God, the Tennessee Titans, you know what they did?
Yep.
Let's run King Henry. They went out and got Julio Jones, because they figure if we're going to win games, we're going to beat Kansas City Chiefs or beat the Buffalo Bills, we have to be able to put points on the board. That's the same thing the Baltimore Ravens going to keep running into.
Yep.
You're going to have to get weapons that around your quarterback that receivers if you want to be able to win games. It's a pass. So you have to play your defense up to that. You have to get corners, and you have to get defensive ends who can rush the passes. It's a league about getting sacks and covering receivers. If you can't do any of those things, you are going to have problems on that end, on that side of the ball.
The league has gotten to a point now where it's really more of a, if you want to call it anything, it's more of a 7-on-7 league, man. I mean, that's the way it is.
Yeah,
there's no more running backs, old school I formation, running it outside of Derrick Henry.
I tell you what. Quick point. I want to put this point. In this game, the running back they got from the Tampa Bay guy from Cincinnati.
Giovanni Bernard.
The only time you seen him was on that last 2-minute drive.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he's one of the best pass catching running backs in the league.
Yep, that's what they use him for.
That's what they use him for.
Enter Lance Dunbar when we had him for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's what we used him for. Would have been nice to have a guy like that.
Nowadays, the Cowboys do it too. Some you run wide receiver screens. You say, why do you run wide receiver? Well, basically that's their running game. You throw 5-yard pass.
Yep.
New England what Tom Brady did all the time. They throw 4-yard pass. Well, that's their running game. People say, why you dunking? That actually is their running game. That's a function of their pass, but it's their running game. So it's a passing league, my guy.
All right, Kendrick,
you're right.
Before we let you go real quick, what do you got for us going in the Chargers game before we see you next Sunday?
You need to cut Greg the chicken leg.
No, Billy, I call him Greg. Shoot him in the leg is what I call him.
Oh man!
Hey, listen, man, that's 4 points.
You know what's funny?
4 points.
How many points did we lose by? How many points did we lose by? 2. So think about that.
And the honest God reason why it wasn't like it was the hardest kick he made was the last, which was okay. Last one, but the 2 he missed. One he had a 92% chance of making. They had on sticking on the other one. He had a 91%, and he chicken wing both of them. You can't have a guy.
Here's what he looked like. Here's what it looked like, Kendrick. That's what it looked like right there. He
slipped on that man button right there. Listen, man, we got to find us a kicker. I'm
Yeah.
serious. I'm not finna listen. Listen. I understand what you said. I heard you earlier on, Billy, in the what's called. Well, he was hurt. Listen, he was bad last year with his kick.
Yeah,
We need to find us a stable. What
I'm-
happened to the guy what happened to the guy we had 2 years ago? Garno, Guarano, whatever his name was. Where
he was missing kicks too.
This is because this is John Fossil's guy. Bones, he likes Greg
Yeah,
because they
he
work
likes
together.
that guy. Yep.
Well, I tell Bo he can tear his ass with him too. Ain't like he been doing a great job. Ain't like he been doing a hell of a job. They were bad on special team coverage tonight.
Right.
You know what's funny? Like we get the bad luck because we always bring in these guys who before they get here they're like really good. Like John Fossil was considered one of the best special team coordinators in the league, right? But when he gets to Dallas, all of a sudden he forgets how to coach, and then you see him on Hard Knocks talking about his vasectomy and shit. I'm like, why aren't you supposed to?
That was some hell. What the hell was that? And what the hell was he sitting up there talking to I think it was late in the game. He's having a more of a conversation with Dak. I don't know if y'all saw that with Dak. This is an offensive possession with Dak than the offensive coordinator. It was like how the dude was standing over the corner.
Maybe he
Still
came in
possible
there,
talking to him.
Maybe he's like, hey, let me give my input, and Dak's like, what the fuck are you talking to me?
Right.
I mean, we're not watermelon kicking nothing. Get your ass up out
I
of
will
here.
say this though, it's going to be awkward because I'm glad you mentioned about we need a new kicker. This is from Tad Prescott, as you know, Dak's brother. He says, "Is this man serious? Greg's leg is dead."
Oh no!
So
see,
no!
let me.
Oh no!
Oh no, I will
Go
say
ahead.
this though.
Go ahead.
I want to say this.
Go ahead, Billy.
Does that make it awkward the next day? Coming into the facility and Greg's looking at Dak's like, "So what's up with your brother?"
Hey, you know what that? Hey, you know what that gonna say him? You know what that gonna say? He damn right. You cost me the damn game, MF.
Right.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure that won't be the reason, but I will say this: if you're the brother of the quarterback and you're calling out during the game like a fan, it might make for a very awkward conversation.
Hey, it wouldn't be awkward with me. Hell, he a damn kicker. I can find them guys stacking groceries somewhere. Damn kicker.
Well, can we really? I mean, we've been struggling with this for quite. We haven't had a really good kicker since Dan Bailey.
Hey,
that was a while.
The way he kicking, hell, you must have found him sacking at Kroger's down the street. So I don't know what
he's more of a Tom Thumb guy. He's more of a Tom Thumb.
Hey, Tom Thumb.
No.
Tom's kind of uppity, man. So yeah, Tom Thumb's kind of.
I worked at Tom Thumb, so
hey, Billy,
chill.
where you buy those Cowboy jerseys at?
Albertsons.
No, don't give him that much credit. Family Dollar.
Oh man.
So give him some Family Dollar when he kick it. All right, guys, I'll holler at y'all later, man.
Oh man, see, that's why I don't want this guy. That's why I didn't want this guy on here. Just stirring up controversy.
Twitter is calling for the Cowboys to make the call to Richard Sherman. There's no spot for Anthony Brown on this football team anymore.
Okay. Is Richard Sherman going to help you though?
I think.
Yeah, Billy, you're a guy that loves to go after names. Let's hear this one.
Well, I tell you what, Richard Sherman is better than Anthony Brown. Coming off his couch, he's better.
I'm better than Anthony Brown.
No, you're not.
Ultimately, Kelvin Joseph, boss man, fat, got to get out there. Now he's on. I think he's on IR, right?
He won't be. I think eligible to at least week 4.
Week 6.
Week 4. Week 6. Got up next.
He does, man. He's just on IR right now, man. So trust me, that's his position. That's his position. I guarantee he would not be getting smoked like that, man.
I don't know.
He's the most athletic corner we have.
Yeah, but Billy, honestly, looking at his training camp and his preseason, up until that point, he really hasn't been impressive. He's been dealing with injuries, and when he does play, he hasn't been. And by the way, Adam makes a good point here. Notice Richard Sherman, he was a shell of himself last year, which is true. He is,
but he's still better than Anthony Brown.
Okay, but we have guys on our team that are better than Anthony Brown that we can just go with. I mean, Kennedy's a better candidate. We can move Jordan Lewis over to the outside and put Marcus Kennedy out there. Or
I'd like to put Kennedy out there. I agree with you. I'd like to see that.
And isn't he going through some legal stuff right now too?
Oh, we do that here in Dallas. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. We have great lawyers.
We stopped doing that. We haven't done that in a while.
We have great lawyers down here. Jerry's got great lawyers.
We have a problem here, and I'm wondering if your legal situation clears up.
In the helicopter.
get that. I got the helicopter. Steven is flying the helicopter. Come
Yeah,
get
send
you.
the helicopter. We'll come pick you up and everything. Come on over, Richard. And
Hey, side note on the game. This is very important because I just mentioned Steven. Is it me if y'all watched Hard Knocks? Did y'all watch Hard Knocks on Tuesday?
Yeah, I watched my guy in. Yep.
Is it me? Does Steven look older than Jerry?
Yes, he does.
What happened,
like
man?
He's stressed out, man. Hell, he's stressed out. That's what's happening.
Jerry looking young a little bit, and then Steven looked like Al Davis.
I don't know, man. They don't age too well over there on that side, man.
The money takes you.
Yeah, the money make you look like somebody brand new, man.
Who said this right here? Stephen A is going to talk so much shit in the morning.
Who cares about that?
Who was that?
That'd be Jay Nonstop.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, is Michael Irvin going to be on tomorrow morning?
No, Tim Tebow makes his debut tomorrow.
Who?
Tim Tebow.
Oh God.
Won't be watching.
Where was Randy Gregory?
He was
getting
there.
Blocked, getting blocked to hell.
Okay, but listen, I'm telling you guys, it's not like Randy Gregory wasn't there. I watched a lot. I was looking for him too. It's just that he keeps getting, you had the problem with DeMarcus Lawrence. You had the problem. They were getting closer and closer. They just weren't getting. That's also another problem. Tom Brady is a freaking robot when it comes to releasing the football early. Like he gets it out of the.
Now that's one thing I liked about Dak's game tonight. Like he got the ball. He got the ball out of there pretty quick tonight. Dak has made a complete 360. Like that guy, you could tell. Like this whole time he's been off, like he's been working on his game. Like to come out and play like that, like that guy has just been. It seemed like he's just been throwing the ball every day.
And also, I think he's studying a lot more. He's like looking at the little mechanics. One thing I loved about Tony Romo was that he used to do that, and Dak's now doing the same motion where he's studying because he's added small little things in his game. Dak has that I'm like, wow, okay, so he's really committed. Especially, sometimes these guys, they get a big deal. They're like, oh, well, I got the money. I'm good. Well, he's not content. He wants to win. That's another thing. Psychologically, I like mentally Dak Prescott. That's one reason he's a leader. And second of all, he is very committed and very competitive. That's why I know you criticize him about not taking the sack and stuff, all that. But the reason why he's doing that is because he's trying to make every play, which you got to give him credit.
And I appreciate that. I don't ever want anyone to think that. I don't. Yeah,
that's a gift and a curse.
It is.
Yeah, it is. But in more times than not, 80% of the time, Dak's going to make the right read. He's going to make the right throw. So I have to give credit where credit is due. One thing I like to see Dak add to his game is how he runs his cadences at the offensive line. You know how Aaron Rodgers comes up and he kind of notices when guys are running off the field and he'll hurry up and get up on the ball. Like those type of little small psychological things will help your team. Switching the cadences, trying to draw guys off sides. It's like we don't never do that type of stuff.
Well, I'll tell you this, Billy. I've always felt that Dak Prescott is the best when it comes to no huddle and like 2-minute drill.
You think so?
Yeah, like with those years when Jason Garrett was here and they would run like 2-minute no huddle. Like that was like some of his best football. Like it was
also because if Garrett's calling the plays,
we're not going to be doing anything. Right.
But when they would do that, like those times, like it was like those when he would score, and that's when he would just make the best plays. Yeah, when they would do that.
Adam brings up a very valid point there for you guys to read right there. I think that I would love to see that. Push the damn ball downfield. Stop checking it down. Push the ball downfield. You have elite receivers. Push the ball downfield.
I don't think they wanted to do that tonight because, like I said, like we were saying about running earlier. I don't think that they wanted to get into a shootout with Tom Brady. That's why they kept it. They wanted to manage the game by playing short yardage instead of going bombing all night. But you see when Tom Brady threw a bomb, what did we come back and do? On the after this score, we came back and we bombed one.
Well, one thing that I noticed in their game plan, and Chris Collinsworth was talking about it a lot during the game, is that the Cowboys, it didn't matter if they saw that one-on-one matchup, they did not have any respect for these corners. So if they saw that one-on-one matchup, they were like, "We're going to get this guy. Let's go. Let's get him. Oh, we got this guy. Let's go. He's one-on-one." It didn't matter who the corner was. They saw a weakness there, and that's one thing going forward. Tampa Bay I think has a wake up call about their secondary, because as much as their front seven is legendary, it's their secondary that continues to give them problems.
Let me ask you this. Did you hear what Dak Prescott said to Tom Brady when they shook hands or whatever?
No.
No, I didn't hear it at all.
He said, "We'll see you again." When he said that, I said, "Oh, okay, I like that."
I will say this:
I like that, because if you get him, and I'm saying it to say, if you give him another chance against this team, that what he's saying right there is, I'm gonna get your ass next time. I
will say this: Romo said the same thing to Brady at one time,
and Brady laughed at him and kept going.
Well, but it's different. It's different. Brady was on the AFC side, and what's the name was on the NFC side. So their chances of really seeing each other would only been in the Super Bowl. But they have better of a chance seeing each other like in the playoffs at some point.
I agree. I mean, it's possible.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
I know that before on the show, Best for Business, which of course where you make ridiculous statements all the time. One of your biggest ridiculous statements is that you said that pretty much you made it known that the season was on the line. If the Cowboys lost this game, it was on the line. And me and Tovash and even Billy said, hey,
calm down.
16 more games, buddy. But now that we've had this game, now we've relaxed. We've been 1 hour after the game. Do you still think that the season's lost?
No, the season's not lost. I told you that the other day. I was like, it's not over with, but I'm trying to hype these guys up to make them believe like there is no tomorrow. Like how they played is how I wanted them to play with what I'm saying. Like,
well, say that. We got 16 more games. You can't waste your whole wad on the first. That's like me going to the strip club and I waste my whole money on the
well, you got to understand something. Like tonight, they played. At first they were playing to win in the first half, and then the second half they played not to lose. That's what really got them beat.
I don't know. I think in the second half they were pretty aggressive as well. I mean, Dak was still pushing the ball downfield. The problem is just they made crucial mistakes down the stretch that really cost them the game. Again, offense.
I'm gonna tell you why they played not to lose. That stupid ass field goal. When he did that, I was like, "This motherfucker's playing."
Which field goal?
The 60 fucking yarder.
That was the first half.
I know, but I'm saying like when he did that, I was like, "Here this motherfucker goes again playing not to lose."
That's Mike McCarthy being an idiot.
I know, but that's it. That's another part of his MO. Did you hear what the commentator said? Yeah, this looks like back in Green Bay when he kicked that field goal, and I'm like, yeah, see, he's playing not to lose. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that against Tom Brady.
Right.
You gotta go in there.
But I will say this: in the second half,
put your foot on his neck and go.
They were trying in the second half to win. They really were. My thing is, and I'm going to say this how I'm going to wrap this up on this one. I'm saying right now, the offense, the offensive holding penalties towards the end of the stretch and the red zone misfires, those were what cost them this game. And of course, I guess Greg Zuerlein's inability to kick really easy field goals, but that's beside the point. Offensively, that was where your game was. Defensively, to me, Anthony Brown needs to be benched. He needs to be benched. We need to find a replacement as soon as possible because now the entire league has tape on this. And next week, the Chargers are going to be keying in on Anthony Brown next week.
Alfredo says, how much games y'all think the Cowboys are going to win? I got the Cowboys at 12-5.
Same here, man. 12-5. Give them to me.
11-6, but they win the division.
Now, before we get out of here, first off, let's look at the as me and Billy like to call it, the stats and facts here. Starting off here, Dak Prescott was 42 of 58, 403 passing yards, 3 TDs and 1 interception. Now, Billy, a guy at the shop said to me, he said, "Watch, Dak's gonna have 400 passing yards." I said, "Oh no, he shouldn't throw the ball that many times to have that many yards." And I'll be goddamn, this motherfucker had 400 yards.
But 3
he threw the ball a lot, man. His arm should be in a sling right now, man. There's no way on earth he should be throwing the football that many damn times.
I agree.
You'll act like this is the normal part of the NFL now. This is what people throw.
Okay, that's true. That may be true, but
give me 35 attempts, man. Is that too? Is that
35? That's too little. What?
You think so?
Are you Troy Aikman?
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, considering how this team is, man, you have an All-Pro running back behind you. Why? What are we doing?
When your All-Pro running back is going against an All-Pro defensive line that shuts down everybody.
But I feel like they would do the same thing next week. Maybe not 58 attempts, but there's like when we play the Chargers next week, Dak can still throw like 40 times. That's too much.
I don't think it depends on the matchups, but
McCarthy is a throwing coach. Though,
he's a passing coach. Him and Kellen Moore.
He's a
I'm
passing
just saying.
coach.
I'm telling you right now. I'm just saying the reason why is because this was the matchup. They
Right.
said it all week long. Vita Vea, Ndamukong Suh, Shaq Barrett. These guys are relentless. They don't let anybody run on them. They don't. They just fucking say you're
Okay,
not
well,
going to
Vita
try.
Vea just got there, so we're not acting like he.
What are you talking about? He was there last year.
I thought he just got there.
No.
He was there last year
They
too.
returned everybody, all their starters from the Super Bowl.
I'm sorry,
Everybody
I got
that's out there,
mixed
yeah.
up. I got somebody mixed up then. But okay,
But this is it. They took down 3 MVP Super Bowl MVPs in their way to a Super Bowl championship. It wasn't Tom Brady who really won them that Super Bowl. It's their defense.
wow, don't do that. Don't do that.
I did.
Because
It's the truth.
Antonio how many touchdowns did Antonio Brown score? What, one or two?
That doesn't mean anything. The key, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the reason why their defense is getting so much love is because that's what pushes that. That's what this team is.
Did you see what they did to Aaron Rodgers? They shut his shit down.
Tom Brady is the name. The defense is what made it happen.
Really, they didn't shut down Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers almost won the game.
Yeah, he did. Well, they're the ones doing. But he did take down. He did take down my guy at 15 p.m.
Okay, 15 p.m. had a concussion still. And I'm still on record for saying that he had a concussion, and his lineman was out. So let's tell it like it is.
Number one rush defense in the league last year.
Oh wait, here goes something right here. Oh. He says, but when you go up against the world champ, number one defense in stopping the run, you have to come out and pass. And without all-time pro, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
thank you, Alejandro.
I think people are taking it as we're saying.
By the way,
I'm not saying that you need to run. I'm not saying that you need to run the ball the whole drive. I'm saying at some point you got to throw at least one run play in there.
There's just got to be more balance.
One second.
There you go, Billy. That's what Billy just said a bit. You got to be more balanced.
I just want to say, Alejandra is commenting from YouTube. Alejandra, please go like and subscribe our YouTube page if you're on there. Hope and hit that notification bell. We are live every Tuesday, Thursday here on Best for Business. And, of course, all season long, we have the Cowboys post-game show plus the Mavericks post-game show as well with Billy and Walt during the season.
But here's the thing, though, EA. This is for guys like you and your buddies over there. What's that station? 1310?
96.7, 1310 to take it.
Another good plug.
We're on 2 stations.
Yeah, you guys have been complaining about Dak's shoulder. Okay, now we made this number.
I have.
Yeah, I know, but this is the thing though. See, stuff like games like that comes back and get you later on down the line. So that's what me and Billy are talking about.
You got to do what's necessary to win, Walt. You got to do what's necessary to win, and that was the game plan. Okay. I understand you need more balance, but being stuck in the mud going every time, we've seen that time and time again. When you get too complacent with
I'm paying a guy $90 million to get me stuck out of the mud, get me unstuck.
He ain't gonna do it against this. He wasn't gonna do it. He wasn't.
I'm paying him $90 million to get me unstuck. He better figure it out.
Adrian Williams says.
That's just strategy, Walt. I mean, if you're off, I mean, the teams stack up their defense to stop Ezekiel Elliott. Nobody, I don't know when you guys are going to listen to me when I tell you this. There's not a team in this league. Well, you'll continue to fail. There's no team in this league. There's no team in this league that looks at Dak Prescott and says, "Hey, he's going to beat us throwing the ball 40 times a game." They stop Zeke. That is where this team starts and ends offensively. I don't care what nobody says.
Well, I guarantee that changes after the night because
Billy. You see,
Billy,
there goes.
Try again to see how many games you win.
I don't want.
I gotta step in here, Billy. This goes to your Dak Prescott bias or hate or whatever it is. I know you claim you love him or whatever. That's great and all, but Billy, you that is not true at all. First of all, yeah, maybe in 2016 and 2017 that was the case, but we're in 2021 now. Things have changed. 2018 was kind of the bridging point of where people, including myself, started seeing Dak is different. Also, the defenses look at Dak and say he can beat him. And Walt's right, 100%. After this game, no one's going to sit there and say, "Oh my God, we got to stop Zeke." They're going to be like, "Oh crap, this guy Dak Prescott with his 3 dynamic wide receivers plus his tight ends and 2 running backs that he can throw the football to. He can do it."
What did Patrick Peterson? What did Patrick Peterson? What did the great Patrick Peterson tell us last year when those Arizona Cardinals came down here and slapped us silly? What did Patrick Peterson tell us?
Was Dak playing?
Yeah, he was playing.
What week was the
Play
Arizona Cardinals?
We played that was early in the season. But the thing was, Patrick Peterson and those guys came down here and he said, hey, our job, our objective, our number one defensive strategy, stop 21. We do not feel like Dak Prescott can come out. We like our chances with Dak Prescott trying to win the game. That's what they're saying. Now, has he improved? Absolutely. I'm not saying Dak Prescott is a terrible quarterback. He's not capable of winning games. I'm just saying the way this team is structured, the best formula that we have seen when the Cowboys were last winning.
Hold on. Dak he didn't play in that Cardinals game.
Yeah, he was already out.
That was a game against the Giants.
Okay, then it was definitely Patrick Peterson that said it. Patrick Peterson just went to the Vikings. Okay, the year before. Okay, gotcha.
That was the year before.
But even then, but the point is, think about the last time the Cowboys were winning.
But that's when EA said the bridge changed, and that was 18.
Yeah,
right. And that was the last time the Cowboys were winning. Right? What were they doing last year? Nothing. What were they doing the year before that?
He was hurt.
Nothing. No, I understand that. What about the year before that? 2018. We're 3 years removed.
Didn't they go to the playoffs that year?
In 2018, we're 2 years removed from that. So what I'm telling you is, well, this is technically year 321 now. So what I'm saying is
2018 was when we went against the Rams, right?
Yeah. Right, but yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying is in 2018, when the Cowboys were winning, what was the formula that we were using? What were we using?
Hold on. You talking about
now we have transitioned and we're not winning.
Hold on.
That's what I'm pointing out.
We talking about 2021. I don't care what happened in 2018. I'm talking about today.
Right. We lost today. We lost all last year. We lost all year. We lost all year. The year before. You can't
count last year, but last year you had to zoom in on Zeke because that was all the person they had to.
Can I ask her? Can we get out of the?
Can we get out of this? You guys will not. I promise you, man. There's light. There is light at the end of this tunnel. If you should just ever decide to look in that direction.
No, Billy. The problem is that you are the only person I know that should come up on here after a game that you saw Dak Prescott, aside from maybe 1 to 2 throws, act like, oh my God, Dak Prescott, man, Dak. Oh, no, nobody's saying no Dak this or Dak that. They're saying, oh my God, our defense, or oh my God, our red zone issues, or oh my God, our stupid head coach. No, why are you going after Dak Prescott?
I'm not going. I'm telling you that this team works better when
jersey on. What are you doing?
I'm telling you, this team works better when
I'm wearing a Romo jersey, but you don't see me.
I'm telling you,
you're saving yourself.
I'm telling you that this team is in a better position when we have made the determination that we are going to feed 21 and we are going to let Dak's game flow off of that. It can't work the other way around. The last time this team was successful, that's what we were doing. We were doing.
Okay, listen. 2018 was actually a little more of Dak than Zeke, actually, just to let you know. It was. Zeke, and by the way, that was also Zeke's. That was the one, because guess what changed the game? Because we had Zeke and everything, but guess what? Zeke couldn't get it done. We were in a losing fit. Remember, Walt? We were doing the post game shows, and you and Dalton were doing those in game shows.
Is that the 4th and 1 play? EA.
You remember that? Remember that? And then guess what? Oh, and then the great Amari Cooper trade, and they go on a win streak that catapults them to the division title and a playoff win against the Seattle Seahawks. That was catapulted by Dak Prescott's impressive 3rd down run. So
which was a great run.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, Billy, but your ideologies of saying that we have to just pound it away with Zeke. I'm not saying that we shouldn't. I'm not saying that. But, Billy, listen to me. Listen, use these. The problem is we have our quarterback now is no longer that old, that young quarterback that can't make those throws. He's evolved like a Pokemon.
He putting them balls on the money now, bro.
He's putting them on the money.
Charmander is now Charizard.
Okay.
You got that?
I hear what you're saying.
By the way,
I noticed how y'all just glossed over my guy Adrian's comment. Go ahead and run that back.
Well, I didn't get a chance to say how Alejandra commented from YouTube again. Thank you so much, because she knows exactly. She said that this is not last year's team or blah blah. This is a whole new different team, Mr. Billy.
Yeah,
And what does your guy
that's fine.
Adrian say? What does he say?
He just posed a simple question for the people. I mean,
We
this
applied
is
that.
something I've already known.
How's it empty stat? And what do you mean coming from behind? We were within 5 to 6 points the entire time. It was only like we're down by 3 or 4
I
touchdowns.
think he's talking about
He's talking about from last year.
Last year,
okay,
they played behind. They played behind like the Atlanta game. They were behind. They came back and won.
Listen, first of all,
hey, and guess what? Guess what they weren't doing? Guess what they weren't doing in those games though? They weren't running the football.
They weren't.
They weren't.
Well, you know why they weren't running the football? Because you were behind all the time. So he had to throw the football.
Realize
that's why they're inflated fake stats.
That Billy's got a point right there. They were behind.
Okay.
They were behind coming out of the box.
My point being is that again, it's not going to. You're using this game to say, "Oh my God, Dak threw it too much." We had to do it today, this week, and it was working. But I'm guarantee you, next week or probably 2 weeks from now, they will have more balance in that, and they will know. They know that Zeke is going to be a huge part of this team. But for you to act like Dak was nothing tonight or given anything, that is ridiculous.
I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you that with the play needs to run through 21. Go ahead.
To answer his question, in 2018, Dak had crazy stats and they won a lot of games.
Also in 2019, remember when they started 3-0? Yeah, and Dak still had crazy numbers.
Yep. He had the most fourth quarter comebacks.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. These ideas that Dak isn't this or that, I'm sorry. It's very deflated. This is the problem. Listen, I used to be a Dak guy on the bench. Hey, he called you Bill. He didn't call you Billy. He called you Bill.
Bill, what are you mad about? About week 1 loss? What are you upset about?
I'm not mad about anything. I'm not mad in the least bit. I'm just trying to point out to you guys. They're trying to tell me that, this is the way that we need to win.
Well,
it's up on the screen. Just
give him it again. Maybe he didn't see it.
Maybe I'll go over here. Let me go over here to
I just, I want to win football games. Period. I don't give a damn who does what. I want to win.
You kind of do when you try to trade Dak.
No, I didn't. I don't know where you guys get this idea that I want to trade Dak. I said if we're not going to work.
I put the link up again.
I said if the Cowboys were not sure that they were going to do anything with Dak, then there's no reason to not look into a trade to get Matt Stafford. That's what I said. I never said we should trade Dak for Matt Stafford. I said, hey, we need to, because we didn't have him signed. The people were acting like they didn't know what they wanted to do with it.
So in a sense, you wanted to replace Dak though with Matt Stafford.
Yeah, if Dak's not going to be here, then absolutely. We needed something. Did you want to run with Cooper Rush and Ben DiNucci?
No, it's more like you just wanted to go with Matt Stafford.
I think Matt Stafford's a really good quarterback. I really do. I know you guys call him a loser and everything. He has lost his whole career because he's been on a trash ass team.
I was surprised. Chris Collinsworth said I watched a lot of Matt Stafford from last year, and he's a really good quarterback. And I laughed because it's like, where did you see that he was Matt Stafford puts up good numbers, but that's a guy. If you want to talk about empty stats. That's a guy.
Now, wait a minute. Now, how can you go and say something as foolish as that? You say Matt Stafford, he's putting up all these empty stats and losing. What was Dak doing? Dak was doing the same thing. And it hurts me more to know this.
Has Matt Stafford won a playoff game?
No, Dak's only won one. And Dak has played on a far superior team than Matt Stafford has ever played on.
He has. No, a lot of Matt Stafford's ills have to do with the Lions because the Lions.
Hold on. First
off, Dak
had a bye week and won because the record was so good. He had a bye week the first year because the record was so good.
Who?
The Cowboys.
I don't count. Nobody counts bye weeks.
No, I'm saying he said Dak Prescott only won one game, but I'm saying okay, but let's not do that because his first year that they went to the playoffs, he had a bye because their record was so good. And
right. Was that the year that 21 ran for like 1,600 yards?
Yeah,
is that the same year we're talking about?
Yeah, rookie year.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
But who was also everyone considered for MVP as well that year? Oh,
hey, whoa! Who won rookie of the year that year?
That was bullshit. That was bullshit. That shouldn't have happened. You know it. I knew it.
The truth is coming out, Walt.
You guys know good and damn well he should have won no damn rookie.
The truth's coming out. I knew it.
You know good and damn well.
Billy, at least when I didn't like Dak, I had a reason.
Come on, guys. I'm just
saying this. Hiding behind everything.
No, this is the number 4 overall pick, and he ran for 1,600 yards, led the league in rushing his first year, and he should have got rookie of the year. You gave it to the quarterback that threw for what, like 20-something touchdowns?
Hey, Hey, brother, we
That's
don't
what you.
work on
That's
it.
what you want to
Hey,
do.
brother. Hey, brother, we don't work on the committee. Okay, we didn't vote. I
Yeah.
know what you man that's for, but
You
I got
wouldn't
a
have got
guy
my
here.
damn vote. Wouldn't have got my
I
damn vote.
well, we know that we he won't even get your vote now. But we got a guy here who apparently wants to address you here. We got Mr. Malcolm Williams here, wanting to chime in. What's going on, Malcolm?
What's good,
Can you
guys?
hear
How
me?
y'all doing tonight?
Pretty good,
Hey,
man.
Good,
man.
man. Talk to us, man.
Can you hear me?
Hey, you have the floor to go after Billy if you want
Can
to,
you?
man. It's on you. I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy this.
My bad on that. My bad. But can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah.
you.
All right. Awesome. Tonight was a hell of a game for the first week. No preseason for Dak. Zach Martin out. Coaching can be a little bit better. There are some points to where Mike McCarthy and a special team can take away from this game, but
Sure.
Dak showed the entire league that he's here to put up numbers, but also to take what the defense is giving you. If the
Okay.
defense is shutting down Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard, yes, we can really change up the run by doing a little bit more outside runs with Pollard because he can hit it quick and fast. But no other defense is going to be, when we play against other teams, it's going to be like Tampa Bay.
Mhm.
So for us to really just key in of understanding this is Tom Brady, who has 7 rings. 7 rings. So hell of a job of the defense, who did a good job. Time of possession was great. Turnovers was great. This is just going to elevate our young players and our team to just focus in of, hey, we have to dig in a little bit deeper, but also we have to understand we're going to take what the defense is giving us. And if the defense is stacking the line of scrimmage with 7, 8 men, we can hurt y'all with the ones. It sucks that Gallup got hurt towards the fourth quarter, and I think that really kind of slowed us down in those last 2 drives to where we could have punched it in. And I wish Mike would have went for it on the 4th and 3. But all of this is week 1. There are 16 more games. To me, I feel
Sure.
like this is a preseason game. This is an extra game where we didn't have last year, and we going against the Tom Brady defending champs. So I love y'all guys. I was on when we lost against the Clippers. I don't know if y'all remember, but what y'all do and Billy, just understand we gonna have these roller coasters with these um corners. It's just
Sure.
we're gonna have to figure out when is Anthony Brown is gonna be on the bench. He can hit, he can come up and tackle, but we really just have to be strong and not be too overboard of like, man, we should have did this and should have that. There's 16 more games. The only 2 teams that I see that we losing to is the Saints because of Winston can throw the ball and Patrick Mahomes. The other
Yeah.
teams, and you have to look at week 1 through week 8. Our DBs is going against some good ass wide receivers. Excuse me for cussing, but
True.
just look
It's
at
internet radio. Let it
the
rip.
number 2 wide receivers that we going against the next 8 weeks. Keenan Allen and that other kid that's on the IM. And with Eagles, yeah, we'll destroy them. But looking forward of the Saints, because that's when Thomas is gonna come back and
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes got those weapons. Just really look at these next couple of weeks. If AB keep on throwing letting these guys get some. Honestly, I will let the rookie get those mistakes because it's a rookie. But you, as a 5, 6 year guy, and you still giving up plays to where you should be right there on them.
Right.
Hey, appreciate that, Malcolm. Hopefully we get to hear from you again after the Chargers game.
Can you hear us?
Bet, we'll do.
Okay, there you go.
All right, man. Take care.
See,
I
Malcolm
got
made
Malcolm.
points.
Yeah. Good points.
And he put you down in your place. It's okay.
Yeah. Never. But yeah, he did bring up some good points though. He did. And ultimately, I mean, it is just the first game of the season. We have 16 more games to play.
And you already hated Dak
change.
Prescott from game one, so you're
No,
already on a
I
roll.
don't hate Dak Prescott at all. I don't want anyone to think that. I actually cheer Dak Prescott. I just think that when you're out there, we always talk about we don't want to count chips and all that stuff. But even as I told Pops when he called into the show that one day, I was like, hey,
don't worry, you're never speaking to him again, so don't worry about that.
Hey, look, you know what? Hey, I tell you what, man, I'm pretty sure today is Friday the 10th. I'll wake up tomorrow. Well, I'll wake up
and you can forget about that Dak jersey, and you can forget about that Dak jersey that he wanted to give to you too. Don't worry, I'm canceling all that for you.
Is he still coming to dinner?
No, he can't. No.
Okay.
We won't waste our money on him.
Hey, don't even worry about it, man. I can buy my own damn steak, man. It's not a problem. I can buy my own damn steak.
You're gonna be going over there to Walmart and get you over there in that frozen food out.
That's fine. That's fine because no matter what type of fancy steaks and mashed potatoes and side salads we eat and all that stuff, if they're still losing, we're still gonna have the same conversation. We're still having the same conversation. So
we're gonna be eating inside, and then these beautiful women are gonna be over there too, all over us. And then we're going to look outside, and you're going to be out there in a little like picnic table trying to like cut your Walmart steak.
Those women are too classy for me. EA, I prefer my women. I prefer my women nasty and ratchet, man. So
whoa.
Yeah, those they're too classy for me, man.
He prefers a woman. He prefers one who may or may not have taken her clothes off for money at some point.
Right.
Well, it's the NFL. I'm pretty sure we can find those girls too.
They're everywhere, man. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Okay. But they have a good. I'm just happy football season's back, guys. We got a chance to see a good football game tonight, and even though it was a loss, there were a lot of good things to pull from. And I'm just interested to see how the team is going to continue to progress.
Well, if anybody hadn't done so already, go subscribe to our YouTube page, BFB Man. Go search it at BFB Mans, BFB DFW, BFB Cowboys. Look it up. Subscribe, hit the notification button as Billy was saying. We got some fun stuff going on this year. I didn't do it this game. Wait a minute. Nikki Cunningham. Okay, Nikki. Y'all are kidding me, right? Dallas had 4-1 turnovers, dominating the clock 35-25, and Dak couldn't put together a game-winning drive.
Oh,
this is fat
Nikki. 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 I love you. Maybe these guys will finally listen because there's a woman with some sports knowledge that is giving a.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna be your DMs, Nick.
I had Alejandro earlier on YouTube. By the way, Walt, we're getting the YouTube comments are awesome, so that's what I love seeing on YouTube. Yeah. Nikki, can I just address Nikki quickly? And listen, she does.
Be careful how you talk to Nikki. You be careful how you talk to my friend Nikki.
How you address
listen, she clearly knows her football because she probably will school me. I'm just going to say that by reading that. I'm not too smart, but I was going to say this.
25. I mean, she hit you with some stats: 35, 25.
Right, that's true. But here's the problem: they were actually
might mess around and be a beat writer or something. Man, be careful.
They were rolling, and then all of a sudden they get into field goal range. At that point, even Chris Collinsworth was like, well, fuck it. Don't go for the field goal. Go for the touchdown. They were working. But guess what? Tyron Smith holding 10-yard penalty.
I know.
And that kills you. And so Dak was making a great drive, but it's not his fault that his offensive line hits that, which, by the way, was – I don't know if that would be considered a holding call. It was kind of a ticky-tacky call, but that call alone pushes you back. Then you're on third and long. What was it, 3rd and 15 by that point? You had 3rd and 15, actually 3rd and 16, actually. 3rd and 16, then you get there within a 4th and 6. Now you're on 4th and 6, and you're barely on the and then we make the field goal anyway. You do make the field goal. You still make the field goal and go up by 1 to win. So I'm not going to put that on Dak. I don't know if you could do that. Nikki and Billy are on that side. They're on the Dak did this.
Nikki, I'm taking you to lunch whenever you're ready. Just holler at your boy one time.
Don't do it.
Listen,
holler at your boy one time.
It sounds like Nikki's on my concept tonight. She don't do L's. We just don't do L's. And
no, they're not fun.
Yeah, we don't do L's. And bad calls went both ways. Don't blame bad calls. Dak was inaccurate in the clutch. A franchise QB wins that game. Ooh, wow. Look at this guy here. Look at this guy here.
Should we get Pops to talk to Nikki?
No, God, no.
See, well, here's the thing. I don't know. I don't know about that. I think he was pretty accurate on that last drive. Aside from the thing, he did get them into field goal position, and he got them. I think they were down on their own 20-yard line or deep in their own territory on that drive. So they did go all the way. I don't know where. I don't know if you wanted to criticize Dak. I would say it was more of the middle of the game. Or more of the red zone inaccuracy earlier in the third and probably in the second quarter. If you want to blame Dak for that, for sure, because they didn't get it done in those situations. And Dak does need to get much better there. But for that crucial drive at the end, I don't know if you can blame Dak for that.
We know who takes the blame for this L. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that. What Nikki's talking about. We know who takes the L, and that's the side that you two guys of the ball like right there. That's your defense.
That's your guy, though.
That's your defense. That I told Billy.
My defense gave you 4 turnovers. You didn't do anything with them.
Okay,
that's your offense.
Billy, is he not talking out both sides of his mouth? Because isn't this guy talking about DQ, Mr. Dan Quinn, and he's going to go hand out blizzards?
He's offering to buy blizzards for everyone and all that good stuff. Yeah.
First off, I said I like Dan Quinn. The defense is you guys side of the ball. I don't touch the defense. That's what you got. You guys.
You apparently don't touch the offense in clutch moments either, man. Because we didn't pull it out when we needed to, man. All we needed was one. We needed one more touchdown from you, man. We gave you 4 additional opportunities. You couldn't get us one. Just one.
Don't worry about it. I have a talk with my offense.
I'm going to get my defense right. We'll be okay.
Your defense. Your defense.
You two sound like remember the Titans when Coach Good was like,
you worry about your defense.
Hey.
What he said? They score again. I'm taking over.
What he say? I got some trick plays right here that might just fire up your offense right here.
Fire up their imagination.
He just throws it away. He's like, no thanks. And then I love the scene. He goes, you better put a leash on that defense. He goes, if your offense would score, and he goes, if they score one more time, I'm taking over.
Yeah. Coach Boone and Coach Yost, man.
It's okay. They became friends at the end. At the end, he goes, "You're a Hall of Famer in my book."
Yeah. Even though he did make the Hall of Fame at one point, so yeah, that's good.
Well, we shouldn't quote that movie because it's a lie. The whole movie's a lie.
It is.
Nikki can't. I'm sitting up here trying to close the show out, and here Nikki is stirring up more controversy.
That's right. Well,
you sure she's no friend of yours, Billy? Because it sounds like something
I have never heard of her. She's a friend of mine now. I'm going to find her on YouTube, and we'll continue to converse.
And Nikki, if you haven't done already, please subscribe. Billy would love it if you subscribe.
Please, we'd all love it, Nikki. That means a lot. Please share the video. That helps us out quite a bit. We really appreciate that. We really do.
Really, and we'd love to have you on.
Right here.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Dallas has to fix the culture problem. The opportunity was there. A strong nose team wins this game. Dallas looks soft tonight. You know what? I'm not going to disagree there because, again, in crucial moments, the Dallas Cowboys did not.
I told you whenever they had a 3 and out, whenever they got Brady to do a 3 and out, they should have scored. Plain and simple. You got to score. You got to capitalize on those times because you never.
I'm telling you right now that the biggest thing was when they had that turnover, the pick after Diggs, and you settled for a field goal, and I'm like, well, that's not going to cut it. Oh, thank you, Nikki.
Oh, let's go.
So we're gonna hear plenty of Nikki all season long. That's
well. Listen, we hope that on this Chargers game we can get her to join this broadcast because the link. We're gonna have that link up, and she can definitely come join the hop in here and educate Billy.
Well, I don't know. She might be educating you and me.
We're gonna be on the same team. We're gonna be on the same team. Me and Nikki are on the same team here.
Billy, there's one thing I learned about with you and people. You might agree on something one time, but after that, the rest of the time when it comes back around, you and the other people don't see eye to eye. So, well, I'm not worried about that.
All right, well, before we wrap things up, I just want to go around the thing. All right, first to Billy, then to Walt. All right, so just who's your guy? Who's the guy you think deserves the game ball tonight? It could be from both teams. Who do you think and where do you see going forward? What's the next step going into San Diego?
Game ball tonight on both sides. I'll do offense and defense for the Cowboys. Defensive side of the ball, I want to give credit to DeMarcus Lawrence. I thought he was our best defender tonight, even though he gave up that touchdown. It wasn't his fault. But I like DeMarcus Lawrence on the offense side of the ball. Who else can you really give it to outside of Dak Prescott? The receivers did very well, but he had to throw the ball to him. So credit to Dak Prescott. He played a tremendous game tonight. Didn't get the W, but definitely goes to Dak and DeMarcus Lawrence on the defense side of the ball.
Walt?
Yeah, I'm going to shock you with who I want to give the ball to tonight.
Okay.
You're going to be shocked when I say this name, okay? I've been very critical of this gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Very critical. But he showed me something tonight, and, I might just need to take a couple steps back. And that's what Mr. Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper did some good things out there in the game tonight.
He did.
12 catches tonight.
Yeah, he gave me 12 catches. Hold on. I can tell you what he did tonight. He gave me, 2 touchdowns, 139 yards, and 13 receptions.
See, I knew that.
Well, see, here's the thing, though, Billy. That's what I want you to say. If the Cowboys had won tonight, he would be getting a special in Dub City tonight.
Okay, gotcha.
I forgot.
He would be getting a special.
Oh, people who don't know, Walt has a club apparently, and his
it's a lounge.
I'm sorry, lounge. And you give so Tom Brady what does Tom Brady get in?
Oh man, listen, we gotta go back and redo the whole platter now because we were expecting to have the Cowboys in there. We were expecting to have the Cowboys in Dub City tonight, but now we have to have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in there.
Oh yeah.
So for him, he doesn't eat things that normal people eat, so we have to
That's true.
Get some stuff in there for him.
I'm sure you got to get like some vegetables and stuff.
Yeah, we'll accommodate him. Well, I'll have pictures ready to
some
show.
type of vegetable medley.
Yeah. Some TB12 stuff or whatever. But we'll have a platter ready for him. I'll have pictures ready for by the show on Tuesday of what he would look like up in Dub City.
Well, I will say this. For me, the offensive, the player of the game to me was none other than Tom Brady. To me, I'm going to give him because Tom Brady in the end, he did. You can't stop him. I hate it because I'm a Peyton Manning guy.
We could have stopped him, but we didn't.
I mean, there was one play. Do you guys remember when I believe it was I think it was DeMarcus or Randy Gregory, one of the two. They came over across the edge. They slapped the ball, and usually in that situation, you hit the ball, it's out, right? Tom Brady did this.
That's not the best play tonight. The best play was when he fell down and still got the ball Leonard Fournette and Michael Parsons right there, and he was on his way to the ground for a sack.
He's 44. And he's doing all this. So he gets the MVP. He's this game.
Billy's
he gets the game ball.
Billy's not impressed at all.
No, I was very impressed by Tom Brady. I'll tell you this, man. Right before the pass he threw down the sideline, which was offensive pass interference, by the way. Mm-hmm. But before he did that, remember Trevon Diggs had an opportunity to get that interception. He just couldn't get to it. He would have got that. Your game is over right there.
Or that.
So those are the little small moments.
That play to Chris Godwin, who just literally had the touchdown, but he just dropped it.
Yep.
So before I was getting ready to wrap it up, I was getting ready to say that we're gonna be doing this all Cowboy season after every Cowboy game. So we'll be back all season. And also, I didn't set it up this game, but I'll have it up for the Chargers game. We're gonna set up a little tip deal or whatever. Now, what we plan to do is whatever you guys donate in the tip jar, we're gonna take the money and buy some prizes and stuff you guys win. We'll do like we have on our Facebook page or whatever. We do polls and we do the pick'ems or whatever. We'll do something like that, or we'll just raffle off a t-shirt, Cowboys t-shirt, Cowboys whatever. We'll raffle off Cowboys.
And if you're in the Dallas. If you're in the Dallas area and you're want to come in the studio, just let us know. And if we get it, we might take care of you. Might bring some food. We got good connections there, and then you have a good time seeing us how we do on our normal show, which of course, is every Tuesday and Thursday on DallasOnAir.com, Facebook, Twitter, and of course, we post all our episodes on YouTube, all our clips. So everything with our show you get available again every Tuesday and Thursday for the live show, live on Dallas on Air, and of course, Facebook and Twitter. And go ahead, Walt.
I was going to tell you, can you tell the people where they can find you at EA?
Yeah, you can follow me at EA Sports DFW, at EA Sports DFW on Twitter, and of course on Instagram at EASOD60 because we do it for the gram. And of course, ladies, I am single if you want those antibodies.
Oh my God.
And of course, tune into our subscribe to our YouTube page and my Twitter. There is a link to the YouTube page if you haven't done so already.
Billy, can you tell people where you be doing some player hating at?
Guys, I will be lighting a fire to Twitter tonight and tomorrow. So if you're interested in that, it's on Twitter at Radio Guy Ray. That's RADIOGUYRAY at Radio Guy Ray on Twitter. Also on Instagram, the same thing at Radio Guy Ray. Follow me on Facebook. It's just simple. Billy, last name Allen, ALLEN. I will be there. I will accept your friend request. Let's party.
You can follow me at FrontRunner88 on Twitter, Walt Chisholm on Facebook. You can follow the show on Twitter. It is business. You can follow the show on Facebook. It is business DFW, and on Instagram, actually best.4.business DFW. I want to make sure I get that right because I was trying to type that in and I messed it up. So I want to make sure I put that out there. Right. And then of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Please.
Go search BFB Mavs, BFB DFW, BFB Cowboys. Hit the button, hit the notification button, like Billy says, and we'll get you a part of the crew. And we do a show live in studio every Tuesday and Thursday. We'll be back this Tuesday. Of course, we'll be recapping this game, all the games that happened from the weekend. We'll be going to Dub City and stuff like that, and figure out who's going to be who came to Dub City and who partied after week 1 of the NFL.
I can't wait. Tuesday's gonna be fun. I can't wait for Sunday. It's gonna be a whole bunch of. I sucks that I have to work, but I can't wait to watch all the football games.
Hey, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this just before we close out. Like when the Cowboys play on like a Thursday or Monday night, don't Sundays kind of suck really?
Yeah,
yeah.
Like it's kind of like you're kind of like, all right, well, I'll
have nothing to look forward.
Good, nothing to look forward to.
Yeah, but also like it because there's no stress. Because when the Cowboys do play on Sunday, I can't enjoy the other games because I'm worried about the Cowboys game. And so now this Sunday you can relax.
I will. I'll send it to you.
Nikki, PM me your YouTube. Okay, we'll find you on. I'm recognizing your name. We'll send it to you there.
Yeah, you don't know this, but I have 2 screens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have 2 screens. That's why I'm able to do. That's why I'm able to do some of the stuff I'm doing over here. I got 2 screens. So
okay, yeah, Nikki, if you just subscribe and like our YouTube page, honestly, you'll get all our notifications. And again, our show, we break down everything on our show and we put it up on YouTube, so you won't miss a thing as long as you subscribe and like to our YouTube page.
I'll find her here in just a few
And just
seconds.
for the record, I did see it. Nikki did advise us. She wants us to know that she is full disclosure. She is a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Just so we know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just saw that she is a proud Philadelphia Eagles fan.
I can't wait for Monday Night Football. So
we'll be having some conversation.
We really
with
want you to come in on that game. We really do.
Nikki, I just subscribed to your YouTube page on YouTube. So
there we go. We have an Eagles fan that's a fan of ours. So there we go.
There you go. It all works the same, doesn't it?
That's right. We all love. That's all love right there.
Yes.
All right. Well, guys, it's 0-1.
Not the way I want to start off. Not the way I want to start off, but it's
okay, Walt. We're gonna get through this. I'm predicting a big comeback win next week against the Chargers.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be.
My prediction was that we win tonight and then lose to the Chargers. So I guess we lose tonight and maybe we'll win. We'll win against the Chargers, man. I just don't want to be 0-2.
One game at a time, fellas. One game at a time. Let's start with a fresh practice on Tuesday, and we'll see how it works. Or Tuesday. Today's Thursday. Probably Saturday or something. Who knows?
Let's just have a good practice and see if you do it.
All right.
There you go.
Get Zach Martin back.
Hey, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do what's best for business. And if we don't see you around, then we'll see you around.